So mate, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
My name is Kavana Vaotu'ua. I'm 18 years old. I've been fighting for 6 to 7 years.
So you've been fighting since you're about 12 years old then?
Yeah, so quite a long time. At a real young age, and been fighting ever since then.
So it's been sort of in the family, has it? Where does your inspiration come from to fight?
It's sort of come from my family's background. My great-grandfather was a boxer in the British Army from my dad's English side, and it also runs in my other mum's side in Fiji as well.
So what's your fight record?
My fight record is sort of hard to keep a track of. I've had around about 60 amateur fights. I've had fights in global and boxing Queensland. It's been quite a large amount of fights, but it's about half and half, and I've had exhibitions as well. So yeah, it's a bit hard to keep track of.
So what's your greatest achievement in boxing so far?
So my greatest achievements in boxing, I'm 3-time Queensland champ. Unfortunately, I don't have my citizenship, so I can't really go any further than that in Australia here. I was meant to fly to Perth to go for the Australian Nationals and to fight for the Australian title, but I can't really do it since of my citizenship.
So have there been any fights that have stood out to you, any fights that have really meant a lot to you over your career?
Yeah, so we've had, I fought in the Braden Smith Cup, which was dedicated to Braden Smith, as he unfortunately passed away in the pros. It was a good night. It was a fundraiser for him, and it was a city versus country, so I was from the city side and I was captain for the city team. And we sort of had a big bang out that night, and it was all mainly dedicated to him. And at the end of it, you get like a big cup and that, and take photos and all that kind of cool stuff. I've also flown over to New Zealand to go for the New Zealand Nationals. I came close but short of points, and I got silver, so yeah.
So what's your background then?
So I'm half Fijian Indian and half Samoan. My dad's Samoan and my mum's Fijian Indian, and then I was born in New Zealand, so all my family are over there, and some here but not so much, and they still come over and support and dedicate their time to support me.
And so what's your preparation for this fight been like?
It's been pretty rough. I've had a new guy, Lenny Norman, train me. He's quite an old bloke, and he knows his way around boxing quite well. He's been giving me a lot of tips and new drills to run through, and it's been quite hard. There's been a lot of running and a lot of bag work and hard sparring. There's been a lot of blood and sweat and also tears. Is that as bad as that sounds? But it's made me stronger as a fighter, and training's been quite tough, but it's bringing the best out of me.
So you think that being a really young fighter but having that hard training is actually going to work in your favour?
So I'm a humble young fighter,